Hi there, welcome to I Alone Fly Tarot. I'm going to do a tarot card reading for Scorpio energy. We're going to do the top row and get clarifiers for those of you who are in high vibrational Scorpio energy, coming from love and compassion and forgiveness for yourself so that you can keep moving forward in a positive manner in your life. And then we're going to do a second row, which is for those people who you're probably not getting along with, who maybe rejected you or you rejected them. Well, if you're in high vibe, you generally don't necessarily reject people, but people who are in low vibrational Scorpio energy would reject you because they reject high vibrational Scorpio energy within themselves. So we're going to get a row for those people and see what they're up to. It's more challenging when they come out in reverse. Maybe we'll just stop there because you got a lot to talk about up in your story. Okay. You high vibrational Scorpios are offering love to the future. You are taking bold, creative, inspired action to communicate either to your own way of being in your own home or to come together in a relationship or a marriage or to someone who has a happy home and way of being. Well, hopefully to tell them that you have developed good boundaries and come to peace within yourself, and you want to work together to work on a foundation that is like long-term happy family coming from the energy of love and where people come from that youthful, innocent nature. That's what you positive Scorpios are doing. And if you're not making an offer towards someone in this energy, you want to take creative, inspired action to have that energy within yourself where you're at peace and joy and happiness with those and the people you love. And you want to protect this foundation that you want to have in your future, or you are possibly presently doing that. We're going to have to check out this person. You might have somebody who doesn't want things to change and they don't want you to move forward like that. But we'd have to check to make sure, are they willing to go with you? Have they already gone through this positive process like you have, or are they trying to stop you? Definitely don't like it being next to those cards. I think it's somebody who juggled you. Okay. So there was maybe a relationship or a marriage with a Hierophant there. And you were in Sagittarius energy, being patient, trying to maintain emotional balance within yourself and the relationship, and, probably educating yourself and higher learning about belief systems and philosophies. And that's, if that Hierophant isn't a relationship, that's just your overarching belief system, and that's kind of how you kind of work in the world. Your overarching belief system is, you know what? I have hope, faith, and belief and trust in the divine. I balance out my emotions, my passions, and the things I'm desirous about, to be patient and wait for divine timing. And when it seems like the right time, I take that youthful, hopeful, creative, inspired action forward. And you might have done it in the past, and you might be doing it again, that you wanted to move forward and bring down old foundations. And old foundations are those old ways of thinking, believing, and perceiving, or self-limiting beliefs, or whatever that, had served us for a time, but it comes where it's like, you know what, I'm ready to move forward. And I'm going to bring down those old structures that I used to maybe hide within, if they were kind of self-limiting ways of thinking or believing or emotional states that people can be in. You also might have wanted to do this with someone who really kind of juggles and doesn't want to invest necessarily, and might be maybe a little reckless, non-committal or something, who really doesn't like change. The Wheel of Fortune can be about change, and they're like, nope. I don't want to have change. I don't want to move forward listening to my heart or anything like that. I kind of do what kind of drives me at the moment. And because of that, a foundation that you might have had with this person fell down. Then they could have maybe juggled you as someone else taking that impulsive, non-committal action. And maybe now something changed and now they want to come back to you. Yeah. It's like only if you've brought down your foundations. Hopefully, this energy is only showing up because that's how you left. I don't know. Let's see. If it's just you, if you bring down some old foundations, you're going to find your balance. When we move out of one old comfort zone to move into like a new way of being, it takes some time to get our bearings. And then you're going to fight for those things you're passionate about. And when you do that, the energies and stuff will shift to work with you. Yeah, this person going the route they took, they could have experienced some karma because the Wheel of Fortune can be about karma too. That what goes around came around, and they maybe got in a relationship with someone just like them. Okay, where to start? Okay, tell us about there could have been, someone harnessing Taurus energy, earth sign energy, putting in work. They could have been very earthly based, maybe weren't that spiritually connected. This was a Sagittarius energy that's very adventurous, curious, fiery, and that. And maybe it was the Sagittarius who wanted to take creative action to move forward and move in this positive manner. I don't know. It is possible somebody went with you too. There's lots of different stories in tarot, and you'll have to find out which one reflects your life. Tell us just briefly, like, who is this Hierophant, maybe? That inner conflict. About being a King of Pentacles, which is Capricorn energy. Maybe their belief system has inner conflict about wanting to be a King of Pentacles. They could have had inner conflict about someone else who is a King of Pentacles, which is Capricorn energy. I think we'll just leave it there. Tell us about the Sagittarius. The Sagittarius could have seen that there were things buried beneath the surface, and somebody maybe could have been manipulative, and the Sagittarius wanted the truth. They wanted the Pisces energy, the emotion, what was hidden beneath the surface, to be willing to bring down some false foundations, maybe about having an mental conflict and wanting to win at all costs. So maybe the Sagittarius knew that things were being hidden, and they manifested bringing down a foundation on someone who who was defensive, who didn't want to move forward. So, the Sagittarius maybe wanted to take inspired action to move forward. This other person maybe wanted to be a little bit more immature. Interesting. We might come back to see what was hidden, but for now, let's go to the Page of Wands. Ah, another way to see this. This could be you over here, Scorpio, and you're like leaving these people behind, and this is just your story. This person, um, who has inner conflict about being a King of Pentacles, could have been in a relationship with someone like this, and they were trying the Taurus person was like trying to balance out their emotions, because the truth is they were hiding that they wanted to bring down a foundation because they want to win at all costs. And what I assume they want to win at all costs about is either to be with the King of Pentacles or to become a King of Pentacles. That shady person. Okay, Page of Wands. What do you got to say? So again, people can be in relationships and they're harnessing these energies differently. The positive Sagittarius energy wants to move through what's hidden, to bring down old ways of being, to keep moving forward. And the other person's like, no, I don't want to do that. I want everything to stay, I want things to stay the way I am. I will end this relationship before I change who I am. And if they were strictly like a Taurus energy, that their zodiac symbols, the bull, be very stubborn. Needless our overarching belief systems. It takes a kind of a big blow to make us change our overarching belief systems. So maybe that person wasn't very high vibrational. Well, obviously they weren't. If they were keeping it hidden that they wanted it to end anyway. So, The Sagittarius wanted to take creative, inspired action to bring down these false foundations. They thought it was fair and just, and they communicated to kind of with maybe their intuition. The other person decided it was fair and just to be creative and keep things secret. Everybody was doing things based on what they were aligned with, but some of these positive Scorpios were aligned with people who were aligned with negative Scorpio energy. Tell us about the Tower moment. And again, if this is just you, your belief system has some inner conflict about King of Pentacles energy, about maybe you want to be very stable and abundant. You want to take stable and abundant action. You might have some concerns if you're someone who's been a little bit too attached to image and status and reputation, or you want to be abundant and stable and you're just trying to balance out your emotions while you're trying to work your way forward in this positive way to get over your competitiveness or mental conflict, to believe you can manifest, and you're taking creative action, trying to listen to your intuition so you can bring down any false belief systems, probably within yourself, so you can keep moving forward in the way you want to move forward. Okay, so tell us about the Tower. Interesting. For those of you moving forward, you are trying to find your balance. I mean, there already was, it looks like in the Sagittarius energy, you knew that there were some things hidden, and you did bring down a tower on the energy of wanting to win at all costs and that mental conflict. You worked through that. You got tapped into your creativity. You started to listen to your intuition. And now you're kind of juggling if you should take action on a dream that you have. You have some fears and insecurities, but you're giving it everything you've got to maybe work through whatever past issues there were and to get to where you can just hold on to the happy memories of the past. So people get to this critical juncture and it's like, oh my gosh, another foundation I got to bring down. Should I just focus on the past and go for that dream and just keep juggling or trying to keep my balance? Or do I persevere through giving it all this thought that's really going to take a lot of effort creatively and everything to bust through maybe some issues about the past so that you can just move forward, quit repeating past patterns, get over your fears and insecurities that overwhelm you about the past. You can't do anything about the past, so um you're trying to move forward. If you were working with someone, this is where the division happened. They decided it was fair and just to creatively keep secrets and maybe be manipulative to bring down this relationship because they have an energy of wanting to win at all costs and they want to be a King of Pentacles or be with a King of Pentacles. They were maybe after that foundation fell down here. Everybody was kind of moving forward in the Page of Wands. This person was kind of juggling, maybe still you in a dream they had, and you were trying to work through, all your thoughts about this whole situation and giving it everything you had in order to keep moving forward. I hate that Two of Pentacles card. You're probably trying to come to balance and peace within yourself to keep moving forward. The other person, needless, they're not moving forward. They're not coming from an energy of love and compassion and generosity and all that. And they're in denial. They don't want to even see the truth. Tell us about the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, that foundation was brought down on Two of Pentacles and a King of Wands, and now here they pop up again. Knowing Two of Pentacles. What do you got to say for yourself? They could have been trying to hide that they were being selfish and greedy and stubborn in a foundation. What they didn't maybe want people to see is that they were being manipulative and deceptive from moving forward in a relationship because they want to be more in their own Taurus energy of materialism. Possibly, I would say, is how I would interpret that. And while they were doing that and juggling, you were going within and gaining insight and wisdom about the past and holding on to your own core foundation, working on a new foundation within yourself, and mentally strategizing how to move forward and expand, just your consciousness, because you know that this can't be right and this isn't the world and there's got to be more than this. So you saw the truth of the fact. That was probably the light that was shed in this tower, was the fact that this person has a win at all costs attitude. They don't care who else gets hurt. They view relationships and working with anybody as winners and losers, and they want to win. Got maybe some pride and ego issues there, and just a twisted philosophy. It's like, if you're in relationships with people, isn't it supposed to be a zero-sum game where we try to work together cooperatively? But this person obviously has some issues they need to work out with in their past, so they're very defensive. Okay, tell us about the Knight of Wands. Judgment. So one foundation happened, then You probably try to, in the sense of fairness and justice, to communicate with them, to listen to their intuition, to connect in with Cancer and Pisces emotional emotions, and yeah, they just wouldn't have it. They're like in a mental prison and like determined to repeat past patterns of the past. So they were juggling, holding back, being manipulative and deceptive, and so a final judgment came in. They decided to go to a third party situation. They like triangulated, maybe competitive type relationships, and you want to work with people where people are willing to come together and join celebration. Tell us about the Wheel of Fortune that happened. Guess everybody made their decision as an Aries Emperor. This is over. um, and again, if it's just you did the work, you moved forward, you made a final decision, you've stepped up to being emperor in your own life, or now when you make decisions, you're ready to make a major decision in your life that, I'm no longer going to I'm just not going to focus on anything, especially thoughts that mentally sabotage me. I'm not going to, you know, situations, people, relationships, ways of being, ways of thinking, ways of perceiving that backstab me. I'm done with that. And if you were in a relationship with someone like this, it's like, yeah, I'm done with that. And this person maybe decided, if they couldn't have, you know, well, basically they betrayed you. It seemed like they always had a plan, that they had planned to manipulate an ending to this relationship at some point in time, and that they wanted to go do whatever they wanted to do. They didn't have any intentions of moving forward. I guess if you wanted to stay in their juggling, manipulative, secret, defensive way of living, you could, but you didn't want that, luckily. So, yeah, you're moving forward and taking swift action to come together in joy and celebration with others, either just in life or in a relationship, possibly. And you want to defend the foundation. You've learned a lot of lessons, the Nine of Wands. All those lessons you've learned are now good boundaries that you have. You're going to protect your foundation. You want Ten of Cups happiness in your life. In Gemini, positive, loving energy, where people come from that pure, innocent, hopeful, faithful energy. Let's see what else might be under here. Yep. And you're going to give it everything you've got to be in soulmate relationships with other people who dream of what's possible, because you want to rise above petty conflict, fighting, arguing, inner conflict. This Taurus back here at the beginning had inner conflict. It could have been a relationship that had fighting or arguing or competitive energy within it. And it's like, I don't want that. I know what I'm passionate about. I don't have inner conflict about what I'm passionate about. We already talked about the things. You want love and kindness and innocence and faith and trust and hope. And you will have victory over people who are manipulative and deceptive, who'd make mind over heart decisions to cling to a foundation, or unwilling to budge, or unwilling to work with others. You're going to ride right through that. You see the truth. And the truth is, you're going to come from your pure, innocent, youthful nature to have this brand new, solid, stable beginning in your life. Okay, now for the shady people down here. Oof, they all came out in reverse. So the people in kind of shadowy Scorpio energy, it can be about death, sex, taxes. I don't want to do the deep emotions. I have black and white thinking. It's either this or it's that. I can be controlling. I can be forceful. Though intimidating, that's some of the shadowy Scorpio things. That's kind of funny. Okay, so this person, the reason for the reading is this person had regrets of the past. Um, they might have made an offer to someone in the Page of Cups, made a love gesture to someone, and they're trying to be strong about it, but they're really up in their head about having invested in this decision. So the Emperor energy is the one we had. You know, it's kind of like the karmic wheel. What's your decision going to be? There will be karma. The wheel of karma will either turn in your favor or it will turn not in your favor. And the people who decided to, no, I don't choose love and all that good stuff. No, I'm going to choose like selfishness and greed. Um, they are maybe regretting that they made this decision. And we've all done it. You know, we've probably all been in relationships where our parents are like, our family, like, why are you in that relationship? You shouldn't be in that relationship, blah, blah. You know, until you learn your lesson, you keep repeating the same lessons of the past until you finally are like, oh my gosh, I'm going to quit doing this. I deserve better than this. And, you know, you finally have some light bulb moments. They turned their back on a foundation because they had inner conflict about what was fair and just. Should they have triangulated type energy? Was it the third party or was it like the happy marriage and family? Maybe for both of them, they got left out in the cold. Hmm. Because their Scorpio, Queen of Cups is Scorpio energy. Their Scorpio energy is in shadow, the Devil Capricorn card. And so they took a risk, a foolish risk in their Aries Emperor energy. So what we have here, right now they could maybe not communicating with anyone and not taking any action. No one in their life is like a King of Cups. They could be emotionally negative in any emotional action they take in the world. Or people rejected their King of Cups. You know, they maybe present themselves as a King of Cups, but they're really not. Because the King of Cups would be loving Cancer, home and family energy. Um, Letting go of a dream, not dreaming, don't have hope, faith, and dreams. And Eight of Cups in reverse would normally be about wanting to return, like nobody is coming back. Well, I guess it's confusing when they're upside down. Guess we'll point out if things had went the way they wanted, they would have communicated to a King of Cups that they wanted to see their dreams come into reality and that they were willing to walk away from taking creative action as a King of Cups to see their dream, to dream. You know, they did do that. They did walk away from this type of positive energy of dreaming and listening to their heart and their intuition, but they didn't take creative, inspired action. They didn't listen to their heart and their intuition. They chose to be an emotionally negative King of Cups instead of a positive one. And I don't know, they're not dreaming of what could be. They're also not walking away. They're just kind of maybe sitting there in regret. 29 minutes. Let's do a quick thing about what is this King of Cups in reverse? They may be sitting here waiting for somebody to communicate with them. Sometimes people who go in shady energy. Oh, that's kind of interesting. We do have the King of Cups in reverse is clarified by the King of Cups upright. The truth. Maybe that's what they have regrets about. It's like, you know what? I could have been a King of Cups, but I didn't. Tell us about the Two of Wands in reverse. That can be of letting go of a dream. Oh my gosh. Two of Wands. They had turned their back on being authentically themselves, having this new loving, warm beginning in the energy of Leo sun energy, like the universe. And they had turned their back on it. You know, anybody who was kind of offering that to them could have been heartbroken, but they healed, you know, and they became balanced between their heart and mind again. And maybe, you know, I don't know, maybe they were waiting, dreaming of a new beginning, but it's not happening. Maybe a new beginning from someone they betrayed with the Three of Swords there. Tell us about the Eight of Cups in reverse. Maybe thinking that someone would return, but nobody is, and they're overwhelmed and in a mental prison. Well, I guess they got karma. I'm a little curious. Why did this Hierophant energy have inner conflict? They had conflict, inner conflict about willing to be a student of life, willing to learn, willing to grow. You know, they had inner conflict. The underlying reason was the King of Pentacles. Sometimes when, you know, if you're stable and abundant and, you know, you feel like you kind of got all that stuff covered, it's like, I don't have to learn anything. I think I know everything, you know. They have inner conflict, though, about learning and growing and willing to add to their foundation. Again, you know, to become enlightened, you know, to see things from anyone else's perspective about but their own, to tap into their emotions and their creativity. Seems like this person was hiding the fact that they wanted to secretly cause this tower moment. Why did they want to secretly cause the destruction of this foundation? I mean, like of a relationship. They didn't want to bring down their own foundations. They just wanted to maybe end a relationship because they probably knew this Sagittarius, positive Sagittarius, and someone in a more positive Hierophant energy who is connected with the divine, has hope, faith, and belief, and you know, it isn't all about the 3D world and money and materialism. They knew that person was going to want to move forward and bring down old foundations because they had illusions that a Ten of Pentacles foundation or person, somebody who represents that to them, would communicate to their home that they wanted them to be their Queen of Pentacles. So see, they had inner conflict about a King of Pentacles. They wanted to bring down this foundation and relationship that they had with like a Sagittarius type, fiery, creative, inspired, wanting to change ways. And this person didn't want to change ways. They want Ten of Pentacles. And they thought if they ended this relationship that somebody who was a Ten of Pentacles person like them would make them an offer. And that's the truth. 34 minutes. Well, what happened? Why didn't the person send them a message? Oh, Well, that's kind of what we have down here. There is no communication. They were hoping somebody would take loving action towards them, and they didn't. Somebody let go of a dream, and they're not coming back. Tell us why, though. Why did the person not come back? Or why did the person not make the offer? Either because they know this person is still a Five of Cups in reverse, or the other person is a Five of Cups in reverse. Ooh. Devil Capricorn energy. So, maybe both these people they thought somebody would make them an offer, but just like them, I mean, it's pretty shady. They were in a relationship that they always had planned to blow up. Because they were thinking this person would make them an offer. But the other person is just kind of like them. They're in toxic energy too. Let's see what's underneath there. So, they have regrets about the past. This person, maybe in shady, I'm not sure if it's shady or positive Capricorn energy, decided to put in work and effort to maybe become emotionally self-sovereign. And they began to realize they could manifest their own dreams into reality. So they were defensive maybe to having a new beginning with this person. They could maybe see that this person is in toxic energy and they want to put in work to emotionally indulge himself manipulatively. Possibly. So one of them is defensive of this new beginning because they might think the other person is being manipulative and deceptive. Interesting. As they change. Oh. Maybe this person, they originally could have left this relationship to be in a relationship with this person. Someone in shady Capricorn energy maybe put in work and effort towards kind of someone they viewed as being someone they could have emotionally indulged themselves with. And so they manipulated somebody who is maybe kind of immature into having a new beginning. And so that person decided to sneak towards them, and they didn't listen to their intuition about moving forward in victory. And then things changed, and maybe this relationship with this person blew up, but it already ended a cycle on a happy family or ended their happiness. I don't know. And now this person just feels like they've missed an opportunity. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, well, we better end it there. 39 minutes. I wish you all peace, love, and joy, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.